Good morning, everyone. I'm here with my Ancient Folgers coffee. I think what I'm going to do to make it, this is March 22nd, and Sunday I'm going to go trade the cars in a moment. I'm going to do the kitchen walls, which is just three small walls. Then I'm going to do the little addendum to my living room, which is the porch. I'm going to do it in these are in the darker shade of blue, not dark like I've got here, but Coventry blue, slate blue. I call it slate blue. The kitchen, the foyer, the porch additions today. Then the major living room area I'm going to do tomorrow. So we've done in here. When I turn 66, I get Social Security. I'm actually riding on cash right now. I was lucky that I did have some funds in cash, so I took my 401 down to the minimum, 300 a month. And then Social Security apparently will pay about 7. It's going to be like 13, but it's knocked down for something. And then it comes out to like 950, and then Medicare, call it 150, that leaves 8, and then I have some taxes taken out, so maybe 725. Then of course I get 240 from my 401. Then I usually get about 1,000. Then I may up that a little bit. Or I probably just ride along with what I've got, and then all I got to do is have 300 in addition to the other. So, and then of course the jobs should open up in a couple of months. The part-time jobs, God willing, and I'll do that another 2 years. I'm 65, so I thought I would do that to 67, maybe 68. This is just a part-time job, though. Last year it paid 86.76. Right now we have nothing. The only reason I'm able to glide is I did get my tax refund right before all these events occurred. So, and then I immediately, because I put everything in the market. Let's go look outside, see how it looks today. All right, remember I did all that work before. Now I rebuilt the back fence, tore it down, demolished it, reinforced the chain link fence, which was behind the fences. Now to the right, excuse me, come on Gunner, you gotta move. To the right over here, this fence was stable. So I stabilized it with a post. I don't know if you can see them. There's about 6 posts which go near the actual wood post, and they're nailed on to kind of reinforce it. It was fairly stable. Of course, I got elderberries that have to come down. Then there's a back fence, which is completely new. And then I dab paint on the existing fence of the neighbors because it was much higher than mine. So I took a piece of bamboo with a paintbrush, like an Italian, the Giuseppe, and painted it. And then, of course, I put this picnic table together. I love that. You know, it's something to come outside. And then, and then, here we go. See, you got the dog trails. I put some grass seed down. I got some grass seed on order. I'd rather deal with that. I put a dump truck of dirt down, 77,000 pounds of dirt or something. That was last year. So I built up about 6 inches of dirt. I built this deck here, and then I rebuilt this fence. And then I didn't like the fence that H&W had put up about 9 years ago, or 8 or 9 years ago, but it was still fairly good. But it was too tall and it looked like a wall. So what I did is I took the reciprocating saw and took the fence down from 6 feet to 4.5. And I kind of modeled it a little bit. I had, the top half I put on again and kind of gave it a look, and then I put lattice under it. So then I painted all my lattice around the house, which used to be white, but I wanted everything uniform. So, and I found a way. My God, I used a mop because I was sitting there painting these lattice, and I said, this is ridiculous. It's very good exercise, but so I took a mop and I watered the paint down. I always water my paint down a tiny bit. Like, for instance, if I get a quart in there and I'm using it as a pail, as a paint, I'll put a couple of tablespoons of water because it's usually too thick. All right, thank you.